Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and in this video, I'm finally going to review to you Scary Movie 3. Yes, I know I reviewed the first two yesterday, and actually I just got the first one on DVD today, so I feel kind of stupid that I reviewed it yesterday, so I just got it on DVD today, but yeah, so with Scary Movie 3, there were a few changes with this one. And by the way, the reason I'm reviewing this to you now and not yesterday is because I wanted to rewatch it, and I rewatched it today, so now I can review it to you. And right after this, I'm going to watch Scary Movie 4 one last time, so I can review it to you. But Scary Movie 3 had quite a few changes that Scary Movie 1 and 2 didn't have. If you watch the first two, and then you watch the third one, they are very different. And the one thing that changed was the loss of the Wayans brothers, which honestly was a very bad idea, because part of the reason they were so funny was because of Ray and Shorty. They were both great characters, and they produced a lot of really great humor. And their father, Keenan Ivory Wayans, he knows how to do really good parody movies. I mean, actually, just today I got two more of their movies. Don't Be a Menace to South Central and Dance Look. This one I haven't seen it, but I have seen this one. So he knows how to do genuine parody movies. And so they lost them. They also got rid of a lot of the cast members, you know, Shawn Wayans and Marlon Wayans, of course. But they also got rid of, you know, a lot of different stuff. They also changed it to PG-13. So when I heard about this, I was looking forward to it, but you could imagine how much I was like, okay, the first two were so good, is this going to be as good? I have to say, it is not as good as Scary Movie 1 and 2. It still is really funny, though. And I think part of that is because they did get a lot of new characters that are similar. Of course, you can't replace the Wayans brothers, but they did get quite a few characters that are similar to, you know, some of the characters in Scary Movie 1 and 2. And I do enjoy that. So let's just get to this one. And this one, of course, is about a news anchor. Cindy Campbell is now a news anchor woman who investigates a killer videotape that's making its way around town, digs into a mysterious crop circle on an ex-priest's farm, and falls in love with a wannabe white rapper. Rapid with fire jokes and funny bone-chilling suspense or sure science savvy comedy will have you laughing your head off. So that's the basic plot. It's all a spoof of The Ring, and again, she is blonde in this one. And I don't really know why they made her blonde. And actually, she's a lot more, not really dumb, but she feels like a very different Cindy Campbell. Like, the Cindy Campbell in this one was not as, I want to say, crazy. Like, in the first two, Cindy Campbell kind of, she did have a lot of jokes, but she wasn't really the one to make a lot of the jokes. Like, she was the main character, and she was really the one who didn't have the crazy jokes. Like, her friends were really the ones who had the crazy jokes. Yes, she did have things, but never by herself. It was always she was always with another character, and in this one, she feels a lot more silly and a little bit different from the other ones. And she doesn't feel it just doesn't feel like Anna Faris in this one. It feels like a very different character in this one. You do have Regina Hall back. And the difference with this one, though, is she's only in it for a little while. Because, just like The Ring, I'm not sure if the character gets killed in The Ring, but she gets killed in this one. And that's really not the worst move, because, I mean, Brenda's never been my favorite character. She is quite funny. But it was okay to not see her in this one because, I mean, she does have there is a lot of really good talent in this one. And then we have some new characters. First one I want to point out is Simon Rex as George. At first, he is this wannabe rapper who is guarded by Mahalik and CJ. And that's not CJ, but CJ is played by Kevin Hart, and Mahalik is played by Anthony Anderson. And I think they are absolutely hilarious. They are really what makes Scary Movie 3 and 4 for me. They are very funny. They know how to do humor, especially Kevin Hart. I mean, Kevin Hart has become this really great comedian. He's very funny in this movie, as well as Anthony Anderson. Kevin Hart really, he's not as funny in this as he is in the fourth one, but Anthony Anderson really does shine in this movie. He's very funny. He's a really great character. He just is really, really great. The great thing about George, though, is that he's this white rapper in the beginning, but then he decides to quit rap, and he cares more about, Cindy. And Cindy has this son, who not this son, but she has this nephew who she's trying to take care of, and it's kind of like the Sixth Sense. And then you have George Clooney's character. George Clooney's character is Tom, and his wife got split in half by a truck, and that scene is very funny. As tragic as it sounds, it is quite funny. But he has this daughter, and that's also a lot like The Ring. I don't know what that. I think it's also parodying The Exorcist a little bit. Although they did more of that in Scary Movie 2. Yeah. So this one definitely, it's different. And the last person I want to point out, well, there are two. The first one is Leslie Nelson. He plays the president in this. He is the best part of both of these movies. He is absolutely hilarious. He has some of the best humor in this. I mean, Leslie Nelson knows how to do humor. I mean, Mahalik and CJ and Leslie Nelson are the best parts of this. They are absolutely hilarious. They know how to do true humor, and they definitely succeed in that. I mean, Leslie Nelson, he was also in Superhero Movie. He was in Airplane. He was in The Naked Gun. He knows how to do spoof movies. He's done them. God rest your soul, Leslie Nelson, but you were a really great, talented actor. And he always did, spoof movies. He never really did any other movies, mainly spoof movies. If he did other movies, I don't think they're as popular. Most people, when they think of Leslie Nelson, they think of spoof movies. And then the last one I want to point out is Queen Latifah. She's this really great character, the Oracle, Shaniqua, and Shaniqua's a great character. She's very funny, especially the scene with the ring. It's very, very funny. So now, of course, just like the first two, I'm going to point out some of the gags here. There aren't as many funny gags as there are in the first two. This one, actually, the thing I don't like about this one that they didn't do in the first two, they start making fun of movies that aren't horror movies. For example, 8 Mile is not a horror movie, and it's not supposed to be. The Matrix really is not a horror movie. It doesn't really feel like the 8 Mile scene. I don't really like that scene. It's the only scene in this movie that I don't really like to watch. And then you have these aliens come, and that just gets really stupid. But one of my favorite scenes in this is when Cindy Campbell gets a call from the guy who's 7 days, and she's like, well, tomorrow's a holiday. Does that count? And he said, well, what's the day? She said, Martin Luther King Day, and he said, well, then no. But that's a holiday. It should count. He's like, geez, bitch, I'm giving you 7 days. Would you rather have it 5 days? It's really funny. That's one of my favorite scenes in this. I just think that's a really funny scene. Another really funny scene is when she's talking to Cody, all about, well, one of the best scenes in this is the kid who plays Cody has some really great, he can predict the future. He has some really great future predictions. It's one of the best parts of the movie. Just listen to all his future predictions. It's absolutely hilarious. Like, one of them is, your wife is a skank, so, you're pregnant, all this funny stuff. It's absolutely hilarious. And the other thing is, when she tries to give Cody this pep talk, it ends up being a really dark speech, but it's really, really funny, and I really do enjoy it. And another one of the great gags is the Michael Jackson thing. Yes, it's very random, but it is quite funny, and I do enjoy it. This movie has quite a few more pop culture references than the other ones do, but I do really enjoy it. So Scary Movie 3, while it's not as funny as Scary Movie 1 and 2, it still does deliver, and when it delivers, it is funny, and you do enjoy it. So that is it for my review of Scary Movie 3. Hope you enjoyed it. What's your favorite of the Scary Movies? Of course, my favorite is 1 and 2. The first one, of course, is the best one. This one is not the best one, but it is good. The only part I don't like is the aliens. The aliens are really weird in this. They didn't even need to be in this. But just, yeah. So from here, it does get worse, but it is still a good movie. So hope you enjoyed my review of Scary Movie 3, and in the next video, I will review Scary Movie 4. I'm going to go watch it right now, and I will see you then. Bye!